Hey guys, today we're going to go over our new med kit that Marsupial Gear is launching, and I'm here with my good friend Matt Russell, owner of First Aid Canine Double Arrow Guides. I'm going to call you a bird fanatic. You're in the field over 100 days in the year, 100 days in a year running dogs. Has an extensive background in first aid. He's been selling his field kit through First Aid Canine for the past 5 to 6 years. I'm going to call him an expert in this area of expertise as far as administering first aid to dogs and just having everything that you need with you in the field when you're bird hunting. So we wanted to team up with Matt, piggyback on his knowledge, and we wanted to build a bag that would carry all of his contents. And so that's what we've done. We've created a med kit that we're going to sell empty or stuffed with his kit, so you can customize it with your own stuff, or basically grab a ready to go kit that Matt has perfectly built out, has everything that you need to cover, basically to ensure everything you got for your dog in a first aid situation. So yeah, and we're gonna dive into, I'm gonna let Matt dive into the overview of what is inside one of these first aid kits and explain to you what everything is used for.
Thanks, Jim. First Aid Canine, we did not reinvent the wheel. We simply designed a first aid kit that is very user-friendly for you and for your dog. Everything in here is designed for a human and of course for your four-legged friend. We teamed up with Marsupial Gear. We listened to their thoughts and ideas. They listened to our thoughts and ideas. And together with the amazing construction and durability, the clear view pouches allow access to all your gear with ease. Let's go ahead and take a look at the items. First, we have a skin stapler, sterile, packed, 35 sterile skin staples in here for just in case if your dog rips open an armpit, a leg. This is also human grade. Pair of gloves, always a good idea to be using while working on humans. Instant cold pack, made in the US. Easy instructions in the front, crush it. Turns into cold pack, great for swelling, any muscle spasms. Pair of hemostats. These are great in the Southwest. Cactus thorns, if you're up in say Montana, you're running into some porcupine, this will pull some porcupine quills out. Pair of safety shears. This is great for taking off clothing if you need to administer first aid to a human. Also great for taking off bandages off of a dog. Large trauma dressing. I hope that you never have to use this. This is a 10 by 30. This is for like a large chest wound on a dog and of course a human. Large combine pad. 2 smaller combine pads, 5 by 9s, again for stopping bleeding, for absorbing any bleeding. 4 by 4 gauze pads as well. Digital thermometer. This is great, especially with dogs. They cannot talk to you. Anything higher than 101, 102, which is normal for a dog. Anything higher than that, dog's probably fighting off an infection. Antibiotics may be in play, but certainly go to a veterinary doctor for that. Anything lower than 101, 102, possibly hypothermia. Speaking of temperature, emergency blanket. NASA actually developed the space blanket back in 1973. And since then, we just call it the emergency blanket. Multiple uses, anywhere from keeping heat in on a cold night, whether you can or cannot build a fire. You can also wrap around a dog if they're suffering from hypothermia. Another use would be to keep as a heat shield to take the sun off of you for shade. Also, it can be used as like a reflection kind of beacon, so you can signal to somebody on the other side of a hill or to an overhead aircraft. 1.7 ounces, it's like a piece of gold inside your first aid kit. Non-latex tourniquet, wrap that around before any bleeding area to lessen the bleeding. Basic irrigation syringe. This is to irrigate a wound or possibly irrigate something out of a mouth. Cohesive wrap, also known as vet wrap. This is also another piece of gold inside this first aid kit. Very lightweight. In my personal opinion, medical tape can and will lose its adhesiveness when it gets wet. This is cohesive, so it sticks to itself. You can use this to hold down any of these bandages on any part of your body or your dog's body. Also, you can actually make your own knee brace out of this. I've done it myself. No bandages even necessary. You wrap it around your knee. It'll hold your knee nice and tight just in case if you pop your knee and you need to get back to the truck. Cotton-tipped applicators. Basically a long Q-tip. Q-tips are always a good idea to carry, however, these are great to get an obstruction out of a dog's mouth when you don't want to get bit. Iodine swab sticks, same principle, however, usually for an actual wound to clean that out. Of course, you'll get a First Aid Canine decal, There's also a card in here. There's a QR code. You can scan that, and that'll take you directly to our website, so you can order refills. A couple pill packs here. This one actually has first aid burn cream in there. There's also a piece of moleskin in there. That's actually for yourself, for a human, just in case if you get a blister. There's some alcohol pads, and there's also regular old Band-Aids. Here's the other pack. We have an antihistamine, just in case if you or your dog has an allergic reaction. There's also an anti-diarrheal in there. I think we all know what that's for. That's for you and also for your dogs. And also honey packets. Honey packets are a great way to introduce sugar back into the bloodstream, just in case your blood sugar level drops, and especially also your dog. If you notice your dog is lethargic, it's always a good idea to rub this on the dog's gums, get that in their system, let the dog rest in the shade and calm down. Dogs cannot talk to you. All they want to do is just hunt all day long. This is a great product. This is 14 grams bleed clot. It's actually from Coag Medical in Minnesota, USA. 14 gram packets, easy instructions on the back. Rip it open, pour it into a bleeding wound. You can hold it and pack it. Grab any of these gauze to hold that down. Of course, you can use the tourniquet prior to where the bleeding is coming from. This is also edible. It is inevitable that your dog will lick their wound. This is able to be ingested by an animal. It also can be used on a human. Eye wash, plain and simple, saline solution. You can use this for yourself and also for your dogs. Dogs get a lot of grass seeds in their eyes. You can use the cotton tip applicators to pull a grass seed out of the eye, as well as irrigate the eye with this eye wash. That's the overview of the First Aid Canine Kit. It is all human grade, and of course for your four-legged friend. All the contents fit quite nicely inside the Marsupial gear bag. It is MOLLE capable. 4 gatekeepers to attach to your Marsupial gear vest. There are 2 loops here to attach the back of your truck seat rest, and a carrying handle. Grab one today at marsupialgear.com.